Hey guys, it's Marlena, and for today's video I'm very excited because I'm going to share with you the 5 things I no longer buy since becoming a minimalist. Let me turn on the light because it's kind of dark in here. That is so much better. But if you're curious to know the 5 things I no longer buy, then continue watching. So the first thing I stopped buying officially since becoming a minimalist is magazines. I used to have a huge subscription in magazines. I used to have a subscription with Italian Vogue. I used to have a subscription with 17 magazines. I don't know why, but I was very, at the moment when I was a teenager, of course, I was so caught up on looking like a model and being skinny and basically reading the magazines. But once I read them, I never read them again, and they end up taking clutter everywhere. I remember every time when I went to Mexico, it would just be like I will buy a magazine and then I'll never read them and all of that. So I finally told my mom to cancel my subscription for the magazines, and now magazines is what I don't own anymore. I still get a subscription every once in a while, but that rarely even happens, so I don't read the magazines. So what we do is, now magazines are what I don't own anymore. The second thing I no longer buy is I no longer buy shoes, because throughout the years I kind of have discovered my style. The majority of the time I will wear like Converse or my Adidas, or the majority of the time I would just wear boots for the winter time. Any high heels, any flats, any sort of type of shoes, I personally don't think it looks good on me. I absolutely hate the feeling of, flip-flops. I just can't stand them. So shoes are no longer the pair I don't buy. The only time I will buy shoes is that if my Adidas were like super worn out or they were falling apart, then I will buy a second pair. Other than that, I don't waste my money on buying shoes. The third thing I officially stopped buying since becoming a minimalist is jewelry. And this was never the category that was an issue with me, because I was never really fond of jewelry in the first place. But I don't like the sound of bracelets, the way that it looks, or when I wash my hands and I have a ring on, I have to be constantly taking it off and all of that. So definitely rings or jewelry or anything like that are the things I don't buy. The only type of jewelry I will wear is a necklace that my dad gave me, my soccer necklace, and probably a little small pair of earrings, and that's it. Other than that, I don't waste my money in buying jewelry. The fourth thing on my list is nail polish or nail related type of things. I don't know why, but I had a huge rack when I was a teenager, and I guess it was a phase that I went through in my life where I had a rack of nail polish. I wasn't on YouTube, so I don't have the footage to show you, but it was a huge rack like this, and I had a whole bunch of name brand. The situation was that I never even used any of the nail polish. They were just all just laying there. And then obviously when I discovered minimalism, or when I saw the minimalism movie, then I kind of discovered that minimalism. And obviously it was extremely difficult. It was a long process. It took me like months. This was the first thing I got rid of, was my nail polish. It was like a long process and all of that stuff. So yeah, it was just a long process. And obviously I kind of like nail art. I think nail art is extremely beautiful. It's so creative, but I'm kind of digging my nails at the moment, how natural it looks and everything, and how my nails have a tendency to grow because I do clean houses on the side of my job. So definitely this was the list, is I no longer buy nail polish. And then the last and final thing I no longer own is tote bags or any type of purse related type of items. I used to, out of anything in the world, the same thing as nail polish, I own a lot of bags. I used to have a ton of fucking totes. Like, I used to have a ton of um Coach bags. I used to have a ton of, non-name brands, Michael Kors, and all of that. And I was really, obsessed with that and that type of situation. So I was just like, no, I don't want to buy any purses. I mean, the only type of bag I have is I have like a backpack, a Jan Sports backpack that I have. I use that as my university bag. I have a little small tote bag that was a hand-me-down from my aunt. It's a Guess tote bag, and then I have a small Coach purse. So I do have one tote bag. And the reason I don't own any other bags, or I only have those 3 bags, is because they kind of fit my lifestyle right now. The only thing I use for the Coach vintage Coach bag is for going out. My backpack is my university bag and my work bag, and the tote is when I attend appointments or whatever. So basically, yeah, so basically those are the only bags that I have, and those are the only bags that I want. So I'm super satisfied with what I have. I don't own any totes because it's a weird in between thing. I don't have that lifestyle. So yeah, totes are the thing that I don't own anymore. So that was all, guys. That was everything. That was the 5 things I stopped buying since becoming a minimalist video. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll surely love to give them to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.